This week we continue our journey in the north of Norway as we head towards our next destination. Welcome to the Lofoten Islands, a place where nature's raw beauty meets the charm of traditional Nordic life. In today's video we hike to some of the most epic peaks these islands have to offer. It's just unbelievable. Find the most beautiful beach we've ever seen, and I also get to do something I've been dreaming of for a very long time. If you're new here, we're Chris, Charlene and our little dog Holly. 3 years ago we packed all of our belongings, left our home in Malta, and since then have been living and travelling in our van all over Europe and beyond. Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. We woke up this morning in this parking lot. The view from here this morning was absolutely epic. Orange skies everywhere, and you can see the islands in front of us, which is really, really beautiful. So today we're going to get going because we need to catch a ferry across to the Lofoten Islands. So we need to catch the ferry from Bordeaux terminal. You can book these in advance, but we just checked and they're all sold out for the whole week. But they do let half the vehicles on without a booking, so we're heading there a bit early, actually 2 hours before it leaves, and hopefully we can get in queue to secure a spot on the ferry. We're basically in the first line, so I guess that means that our spot is secured for the ferry. And there's two different ferries which leave from here. There's one which goes from here across to Moskenes, which is the mainland, and there's another one which is the one that we're going to catch, which goes across to the islands. And there's two reasons why we're going to catch that one. I'll tell you all about that later on, but we've got about an hour left now, an hour and a half, so we're going to have something to eat because the ferry ride itself is going to take around 5 hours. We also don't know what we're going to do with Holly because it looks like they have a cage where you have to leave the dogs in, or else you leave them in the van, but we're going to try and bring her on deck with us, so we'll see how that works out. The lines here are very, very small, so there's lorries and camper vans and everyone trying to pass by, and literally they almost took our mirror off twice.
Are you looking forward, Chris, to go to Lofoten Islands?
So much. Guy just comes to check our registration. Yeah, I think we should be moving any minute now.
We're so tired.
It's a busy boat.
And we're off.
So the trip so far has been pretty smooth. We've only been going for about an hour and a half now. We've got 4 hours left till we arrive at our destination. It's a pretty long one, but at least we've got the sun out today, so although it's windy, we're not feeling too cold. And because of Holly, we definitely can't go inside. The landscape is just unbelievable. Mountains in every direction. I don't think we've ever been to a place like this before. It's like when you go on a huge mountain and you're just covered with peaks, but this is on the sea. For about 5 hours now. It's been a very long trip. Charlene just snuck inside with Holly because it's really too cold out here now. We in fact stopped off at this very tiny island called Rost, and some people got off and got on. Really, really beautiful and picturesque. It's just like one of those magical places where as we were cruising in on the boat, it just looked so different to what we're used to. We didn't get off the boat though, because we're stopping at the next stop, which is Værøy Island, which I think is this one here. It's not as small as Ross, but it's a very tiny island just the same. I think only about 600 people live there, so you can imagine. The weather is so nice, and we might even get started with a hike right away as soon as we get there, because we're just going to be in time for sunset. Welcome to Værøy, and we're not making the same mistake as last week because we've got our mosquito spray and I'm gonna go crazy. They've used it all up. Ah, it was upside down, that's why. There we go. So earlier I mentioned there's two reasons why we came here, and number one is pretty obvious, isn't it? This place is so beautiful. Just look at this. We've parked up here as far as we can go beside the mountains. A very small island. In fact, I only drove 8 minutes to get here. Camping seems to be a bit difficult here, especially of late, seeing that a lot of people were coming with the campers, so they've kind of blocked off some areas, and we've seen some signs up, no camping here and no camping further on, but there's no signs here. And to be honest, we're just parking up at least for now while we go hiking. I don't know if we'll sleep here or not, but if it's okay, we could do, to be honest. But yeah, just look at this view behind me of the mountains and the small village. It's just absolutely beautiful.
And we got perfect weather.
Yeah. Okay, now we're ready.
Yeah.
And this is actually so cool, really. It's reminding me of the old days. We've just landed here literally 10-15 minutes ago. We got changed and we're off on a hike already, and we're heading through and up these beautiful mountains in front of us. Camping förbud.
Blueberry.
Ooh.
Jump.
What a jump by Holly though. I don't think we got that on camera. But Holly literally jumps from here over the barrier. So basically there's two ways that you can reach the summit here. There's like this road that goes up, and then there was a tunnel here which I saw some people going through, and then there's the hike through the bushes and through the mountain, which we took, and it brought us up here. Look behind you though.
Yeah. Amazing.
Wow. Just look at that. I think this is an eagle house. Where is it though? So we've been travelling all over really for the last few years, and we've seen so many beautiful places, but I don't know, I think nothing is ever going to top Norway, because especially in this area of the country, it's just stunning. Like, we're walking up, obviously out of breath, but just looking around me, and yeah, when you see this, it just makes it so special. Now that we've reached Lofoten, you can tell why everyone says that this is the most beautiful area in Norway. Looks like someone's waiting for me.
She stopped all of a sudden.
She's waiting for me, isn't she? Yeah. I had to get those drone shots. I think behind these mountains there's some more of the island, but this is pretty much where most of the people live, I think. Wow, and look behind us. Oh my god.
Wow, oh my goodness.
Just look at that.
I'm gonna hike up like this to enjoy the views.
Nothing like a midnight hike.
I want to experience this every single year. Talk, Chris, talk, so I can make this effect.
I think the end to the hiking point is just behind this. We've been going up, we've done about 3 kilometers so far, so I think we're nearly there.
Yeah, she's tired, I think. So I've read that during this period of time, during the midnight sun, they do a lot of studies on the planet and on the sun and stuff like that.
Ooh.
It's like heaven.
Man, this is crazy.
Absolutely incredible view from up here. We can see the sea, and then there is like a thick cloud over the sea right there.
Unbelievable conditions we've got today.
Wow.
Just look at that. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Oh, look at this. I don't even know if this is the right way. This can't be it.
I think it's from the other way.
So at the end of this hike there's supposed to be a really nice viewpoint, which I think is of this direction behind me, and we've been walking along this ridge, which is absolutely beautiful, don't get me wrong, but this spot here looks a bit weird. It's like you've got to climb up the side of this satellite building, which is really, really weird. But anyway, either way, if we only make it this far, absolutely stunning up here. So a couple have just passed us with a baby, and if they manage to go round there somehow, we'll definitely give it a try. But it's really weird because you get up here and then there was a sign saying there's like 400 meters left, and then we just don't know where to go. Kind of wish we brought some food with us. We could have just sat here and had something to eat, because
Yeah, I have a banana.
no, I mean like something a bit more tasty.
Well, it's midnight.
Holly's not waiting for anyone, is she? Holly, why are you eating the grass?
Holly, stop eating this.
Okay, so the couple with the baby seem to have gone up there by the tower, and we're just going to follow them, really. It must be the path. Really, really weird end to the hike, but we might be able to see an even better view on the other side. Although the light is this side, as you can see the sun's behind me here, so it's going to be a bit dark, but yeah, should be nice to see, seeing that we made it all the way up. Messy end to the hike. Come on, Holly. Stay here, stay.
What the hell?
Ooh. Wow, so worth it. This is the view.
So from this spot we can see 12 houses. Just over there, you can only access to those houses by boat.
I think so, because there's just like a path going along. That's definitely not a road.
There's a really small bay down here, and the color of the water is green. It looks so clear from up here.
You guys know me, I'm semi-scared of heights. This is as far as I'll go. Look at this. Wow. Here we go.
Wow, this is incredible. Look at this! Woo! You're bliss, baby. Wow.
I want to take a quick moment just to let you know about our 2025 calendar, which is currently for sale and features our favourite 12 photos we took here in Scandinavia. So if you're enjoying our videos and you'd like to support the channel, the link to buy one will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. Above the clouds.
This deserves a photo.
Why not? Why not? And I'm mostly impressed with this sea of cloud that there is here, just over the ocean. And then you see like these little rocks coming out, because the whole area here, there are these rocks that protrude from the water. Obviously you've got to watch out if you're in a boat, but it makes the scene look so beautiful. And we haven't made it across to the mainland, but we can see it already, and I can say already that hands down this is the most beautiful place that we've ever been to so far. And we're just realizing that these clouds, although they look like they're exactly on the sea, they're a good 200 meters high. Like, we're at the moment only about 500 meters above sea level. I think we saw it on the sign, it was like 484 or something like that. And it's incredible really, like when we used to hiking in the Dolomites and in the Alps, to see views like this you need to be at 2,000 meters plus. And to be 500 meters above sea level, we hiked up and we just got this amazing 360 view. This is what Norway is all about. show you how tiny this island is, everyone that we've met today on this hike was on the boat with us. Come in here. I think you're going the wrong way, no?
Are we? I don't know, I'm tired now.
Charlene likes to live life on the edge. There's a path here and she's passing from there. I'll pass from here, thank you. Now I know I joke about and say like I'm scared of heights, but it's not really true. I've only become scared of heights since we've been travelling with Holly. It's more kind of like seeing her near the edge, and I don't know, I just get paranoid, because when it was just us hiking, I was okay. Or maybe I'm getting older and becoming a little bit wiser. But anyway, enough messing about now. Let's head back to the van.
We've taken a little bit detour going down, but it's absolutely worth it, because now we got to this point here where we have pink clouds, we can see the sun rising.
And that's the Lofoten mainland, yeah, where we're heading tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Unless we stay here. Okay. I wasn't going in anyway. And he's gone. Oh, there he is.
We never imagined we have a small lunch or breakfast around 3 AM on an island with the sun.
No, it's not good to eat before bed, but we're starving. And we're tired as well, which means that after this we're going to go straight to sleep. The next day we had a bit of an explore on the other side of the island. Oh, this is beautiful. This is like the island.
Look at the colour of the water.
We really felt the raw beauty of this place and could truly tell how scarcely populated this island really is. And it was pretty cool to see what's on the other side of the rugged cliffs. It was a very short drive because the road came to an abrupt end at the old runway, which has since been turned into a camper stop. After that difficult hike last night, we decided to relax in the van. So we head back to the main harbour to wait for our ferry to Lofoten. Once on the mainland, our first point of action was a quick drive towards the edge of the peninsula, and even stopped at a small town with the shortest name we've ever heard. A. Yeah, you heard me right, it's just A. Indeed, we have made it to the mainland. We arrived last night pretty late, about midnight or 1 AM I think, and we come with the ferry from Værøy, and to be honest we just slept at the ferry port because there were so many vans. We drove around and all the park-ups were full, so we just went back to the ferry port and we slept there. There was like a free parking and it served us well. It was alright for the night. In fact, here in Lofoten it's much more busy. Now, as I mentioned, there's two reasons really that we went to that island. Not just because it's beautiful, but also because we saved some money. In fact, if you come here direct with your motorhome, you end up paying over 100 euros for the ferry. But if you stop at least a night at one of the islands, Rost or Værøy where we went, you get both the ferries for free of charge, which I think is amazing. It sends tourism to the islands and saved us 100 quid as well. So today we drove into Reinebringen, which I think is the most popular destination here in Lofoten. In fact, there's so many people here. All the free park-ups along the road were taken, so we had to drive into town, and we've parked up in this large area here. So many motorhomes. I think it costs like 20 euros for 24 hours, but you're right in the center of Reinebringen. So this village here mainly runs off tourism and fishing. And behind me here you can see these structures that they've created, and we've been seeing them all over really, and they use this to hang and dry their fish.
In fact, in the supermarkets there's a section of dry cod and fish.
We didn't buy any though.
No, we didn't buy, but should we try it?
I don't know, it doesn't really excite me. It doesn't sound tasty, dried fish.
Today we're going to do another hike. We're going up there, guys. Woohoo!
It's a long way up, but I can't wait to see the views from up there.
Looking forward to do this hike.
So we've just made it out of the town where we're staying, and We had to stop here just to look back at how beautiful this place is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to look at this. I can't imagine how it's going to look from up here.
It's that kind of place that when you see it online on the photos, then you come here and this is the actual view. The real view.
Yeah, but it looks even better, I would say.
Yes. But sometimes, you know, you get down because you get there and then you see it differently. But not in Norway, baby.
Everything is in the pictures.
Wow, really nice.
So right now we're walking along this really beautiful path along the sea here, and although it's very, very nice, it is a bit disheartening because we're still hiking to the beginning of the hike. The actual point is along here. I think we have to hike over the tunnel and then up the mountain here. From the village you have to hike about 2 kilometers just to get to the starting point, and then you start the elevation. So we haven't even started going up yet and we're already a little bit tired. We've been hiking all the way along here from the village. Yeah, look at this view though. And somewhere over there in that direction where you can see the mountains, that's Bordeaux, which is where we came from a few days ago. This is the starting point. Why? What's up?
My bro.
Oh, okay, I thought you were doing some weird stretching. The ascent is gnarly. It gets really steep very fast, and it's only like 1 kilometer and something to arrive, but it's just literally all uphill. And I was doing some reading up on this hike. It looks like in the last 10 years at least 2 people die every year here, but the path itself is quite safe, so I think it gets dangerous really in the winter months when it's snowy or even wet and slippery. As you can see, there's a few other people doing the hike as well. I always make the same mistake. Like, I've got this big heavy bag with me, brought the drone with me, spare batteries, brought the big lens and extra lens. I didn't bring everything, but it's still pretty heavy and it makes a big difference. Last time we did a hike without the bag, and it was just so much easier, so much easier. Add an extra 10 kilos on your back and you really feel it. Look at this view.
Go, go, honey.
We're getting higher and higher.
Almost there.
Okay, so I feel like I'm gonna die. We've only got the last 10-15 minutes left and we're already up quite high. If you look at the view behind me, you can tell how high we really are. Again, to put it in perspective, the mountains here, the big ones, are only about 500 meters above sea level here. What a beautiful view. 1,596, 97, 98, 99, 1,600. Wow.
Look at this.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Cheers, guys.
Made it to the top.
We did.
I think this is one of the most beautiful views that we've ever seen. There's a few other people here as well, and then when you see it from above like this, it's just insane. What are you eating now?
We used to buy these muffins a lot from back home, and here they have them everywhere as well.
How much do they cost? They cost a bit more though, right?
No, no, it's like €1.50. 150 NOK.
Oh, it's even cheaper. On the boat it was 400 NOK. Got ripped off. I can't believe that 2 days ago we were over on the other island and Lofoten here was just showing as a silhouette. It's actually quite surreal to be up here. A lot of people have left now and it's just so quiet. All we can hear is silence. see the van down there as well, parked in the rain. I know we said that the other hike was the best view that we've seen so far, and I think this one might actually top it. The only bad thing is that the sun is behind the mountains, so this whole area in front of us is in the shade. But yeah, in regards to the landscape, the actual mountains and the water and yeah, the little villages and bridges, it's just unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. So as always, absolutely stunning scenes here in the north of Norway. Now we need to head down 1,600 steps to get back to the van. Good morning. We are up bright and early today at 3 p.m. It's a lovely morning here, or lovely afternoon I should say, but you can't judge us really because we were hiking until 4 and we didn't get to bed until 5. So we're just now at this service point filling up the water. Charlene's doing something with the fridge, I have no idea what she's doing. Van's all ready to go and we're going to get exploring now along the Lofoten Islands.
I can't believe that this morning we were up there. We are truly amazed with Holly because she did the hike all along. She didn't even stop. However, this morning she woke up feeling fatigued and she's a bit slow today. Can't blame her. Woo! Look at this, guys. There are so many people now coming back from the hike as well and going to start now, and I really can't imagine doing it in this hot weather. Today is a proper summer day. The wrecks of the dry cod can be seen everywhere on these islands, and they leave them there for 6 weeks. I can't imagine the smell when fish are hanging here, but yeah, it's part of their culture, and I wish to try some traditional food as well from Norway. So, how are you, Chris, today?
Really, really happy. I'm a bit sore from all those steps. It's really weird, like when you're climbing up steps, it's a whole different feeling than when you're doing like a mountain at a slow ascent.
Going up, you feel out of breath all the time, and then going down, your knees.
Yeah, you feel on your feet and knees.
Yeah. You can hear them yelling at you.
This place that we're at, Reinebringen, is absolutely beautiful. I'm kind of sad to leave, but at the same time there's so many people walking about doing the hike, stopping with the car to take photos. It's kind of nice now to get out of there and we're going to explore more of the Lofoten Islands.
Currently we're crossing this beautiful bridge, the famous bridge of Lofoten.
So everyone seems to be stopping off here to get a view of the village down here, and there was a spot for a motorhome, so we just couldn't say no. Okay, so I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The village is not that spectacular. Maybe I'm not at the right viewpoint, but it just looks like the one we were just at. So I don't know why everyone's stopping here. But the mountains though, they're exceptional. The weather today, we've got blue sky and the greens are popping, the red houses are popping as well, and it's just so beautiful here. Oh my god. But yeah, Hamnoy village, if this is it in front of me, nothing special. Now this is spectacular.
Travel the world together, babe. Travel the world together. Travel the world together, babe. Travel the world together. Up in the mountains.
Oh my god, look at that.
In 400 meters.
What? Yay!
So we have stopped at this absolutely stunning beach. I've never seen water this clear blue before. So this is actually called Skagsanden beach, and it's this huge white sand beach with crystal clear blue water, and green mountains in the distance. It's a bit windy today, so I don't think we're going to swim. There are plenty of people here in the water, and I think this is one of the most beautiful beaches that we've seen here along the coast of Norway. There was another beach called Reinebringen which we passed by, and we also just passed by this epic bridge which kind of goes up like this and then down again. We didn't need to pass from there, but we stopped to take a shot because it was so impressive. And we've just parked up here. There's 6 motorhome spots with a maximum parking of 2 hours, which is amazing. It's free of charge. A lot of places where they allow overnight stays are full with vans, and when you're driving by, it's very hard to be able to stop there for a bit. So what they've done here is pretty cool, I think. They don't let you stay overnight because there's a campsite just over here, but then people can stop for 2 hours, I think it is, and yeah, come for a swim or just enjoy the beach like us.
Freezing cold. Today I'm not in the mood to swim. But it's so picturesque. Beautiful mountain scenery and crystal clear water. It's so beautiful.
Oh, this is just so refreshing. I've got something booked for tonight and we need to be somewhere else in about 2-3 hours time, so we can't really stay long, and that's another reason why we're not going to swim. But the water is just so refreshing. It's freezing cold but pretty nice, and like when you look at this view here with all the mountains, it's just so incredible. Close your eyes, sun's coming. Okay, more sand. Okay, we're right. Nearly lost my flip-flops. Oh no. With the wind.
Look at this jellyfish here. Look how big it is.
Whoa.
It's so big. We saw like this in Scotland. So we've just met a family from Turkey and they're doing this road trip as well, like we're doing. They're heading to the North Cap, and it was so lovely to speak with Turkish people. We really love them, and yeah, it's something that you don't get to experience very often here in the European countries.
Yeah, and it was nice to reminisce about our time in Turkey. If you haven't seen our videos from there, which is about 3 years ago now, or 2 years, do check it out because that's a really cool series.
They also gave us a Turkish delight. Oh, I miss Turkey so much.
So we have finally made it. This place is called Henningsvær, and it's this absolutely amazing set of islands here, further inland in Lofoten. I don't know, I've just put the drone up, and this place might even be more picturesque than where we stayed last night in Rain. Something really unique here is that it's also got a football ground in the middle of the sea as well. It's crazy. So you've got the football ground there, then you've got the village and the mountains, and it just makes this perfect backdrop. I've never seen anything like it. And there's a few parking lots around town. Some of them are quite expensive, like where we stayed in Reinebringen, but we found this one on the edge. Just paid on the Easy Park app, and yeah, we paid like €3 and it's for the whole night. So I think we'll definitely stay here. The drive to arrive here was absolutely stunning. The area from Rain, actually from the beaches where we were earlier today, all the way until Henningsvær where we are now, is very similar to Scotland, but just massive, you know, never ending. And it was so beautiful just to see the mountains. There's bridges crossing from one island to the other, and everything is just so green, being a sunny day today. So the drive here was phenomenal. So just having a quick cup of tea because in 10 minutes I need to set off out. So apart from actually visiting Lofoten, I've always dreamt of doing something here, and today was the day I could finally tick this off my bucket list. Look at this. This place is amazing. So we've just been kayaking along these islands here, and we've come into this part and the water is just so clear here. Look how amazing it looks. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but yeah, there's a lot of seaweed, but pretty cool. It's just sunset behind me, absolutely stunning scenes everywhere. And yeah, it's about 11 p.m. and I'm out here on the kayak in the Lofoten Islands. Ah, look at this jellyfish. Just look how calm this is.
Can you guys see that eagle in front?
So guys, whilst Chris is doing his own adventure, me and Holly, we decided to come out here and explore this beautiful town. I must say it's really amazing to be out here watching the sunset and just to be here in the north part of the world. There is a lovely marina here. There are so many yachts and they all look fabulous from here. I wish to own one yacht one day. Oh, dreaming. So I found a spot to watch the sunset. We have to go up here. There's like a tower. And yeah, I hope that Holly walks all the way to that spot because she was stopping all the time. Now she saw a dog and she's walking. Thank God. In this small town there are many restaurants and I like it much better than Reinebringen, to be honest, because there's like a vibe to it. There aren't a lot of cars and motorhomes here. When it comes to parking spaces, it's very limited. But that's the beauty about this place, because there aren't a lot of people and most people go to Reinebringen to hike in that area, and it's the most famous spot, I think, in Lofoten. So yeah, I really love this charming village by the seaside. Wow, look at that view, baby! Woo! Oh, look, there's a fire pit here. That's nice. What a good scare, come on! To be truly honest with you, I had no idea how charming this little town is. I was going to stay in the van because it's late, but we got a perfect sunset today, and some days are just perfect. We got this little sea breeze coming in, some waves as well, seagulls in the background. We got this soft light on everything. And the good part is we got no mosquitoes today. Thank God. And I just saw that yacht now, and it must be crazy to have a yacht in Norway. One day I really wish to see the orcas, and I told Chris, because I saw a video online that they were doing like kayaking with the mountains, and then the orcas came right up. Unfortunately I didn't go because of Holly. I didn't want to leave her alone in the van. You never know, you know, if there's a fire or, I don't know, if someone breaks into the van, which is unlikely to happen here, and also if someone, you know, crashes into the van. You never know, you never know. It's just a vehicle parked by the road, so yeah. But I'm so happy because look at her now. She's so calm. You're looking the wrong way, Holly. So I bought this from the supermarket and I'm enjoying it. my lovely views and my lovely friends here, the seagulls. Woohoo! This spot is amazing to watch the sunset, and there's no one, just me. There's another guy there. He's being a bit weird, to be honest, but yeah, apart from him, it's super. I wonder what Chris is doing right now. Now I'm heading back to Tendy for a lovely cup of tea or an ice cream.
So I've been dreaming of coming to Lofoten the last few years, and I just can't believe the amazing few days that we've had here so far. To top it off with this amazing experience here, kayaking in the sunset. We're going for about 3 hours now, and we've just made it back into the port. And I'm going to be honest with you, my shoulders are killing me. We've been paddling quite a lot, but I'll tell you this, it was really, really worth it. Let's look at this. Wow, that was amazing.
So, how was it?
Brilliant.
I made you a cup of tea.
Thank you. We saw orcas as well. It was so good, man. Ah.
No, you didn't.
Hmm?
You didn't.
No, I didn't. We left from here.
Mm.
And went out to the other side.
A lot of paddle then.
Yeah. Everyone was two of them, and I was on my own.
Oh.
Oh no, the water's so salty.
Yeah? Like in Malta.
Very salty. Worse, I think. So happy that we came to visit this small town, and I think this has got to be one of the highlights of our trip so far in Norway. It's hard to choose really because everywhere is just so beautiful. I'm just doing some backup now from all our footage from today, and we'll close the video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and we'll see you next week because our journey in Norway continues as we head further north.